Today is 10/1/2016, the 1st of October in 2016. And will Hillary Clinton become president? Will the First Lady, Hillary Clinton, become president? It's probably highly unlikely, especially after the first debate where Trump beat her very badly, as Donald Trump would put it. Donald Trump beat Hillary so bad it's not even funny. And then Google and NBC and CBS and the different stations tried to say that Hillary won it, but she didn't. Let's see. What did Hillary have on Donald Trump? Let's see. Maybe some taxes he didn't pay. Some taxes he didn't pay. What? A few $1,000s in taxes. Let's see. What did Hillary Clinton do? Oh man, you got all night. She got the head first people killed in Bosnia for giving up higher than confidential information. That right there is probably one of the worst things, other than getting other people killed. And she has a record of not being able to complete anything, and she's done nothing for the United States. She's been in the United States government for, 26 or 7 years? Almost 30 years? And what has she done for the United States government? Let's see, nothing other than drag us down and get people killed. She's done nothing. I mean, after 26, 27 years, and she's proved herself, Hillary Clinton has proved herself not to accomplish anything. And matter of fact, she drugs the United States down. She drug it down. And she's a racist. That's proven. She makes racist comments. You're starting to see them now on YouTube. When she was the First Lady, she was making racist comments. I mean, even Bernie Sanders says that she makes a direct racist comments against blacks. and she flip-flops so much, and from when she's First Lady till now, she flip-flops so much, it's like a total opposite. And she's just doing that to get your vote. She'll say anything, like Gordy said, a top senator that was asking her questions, and she would be answering them, and then Gordy would go and prove that she was wrong, and he kept doing it. And Gordy, the top senator, I guess he's the top legal senator that asked Hillary Clinton the question, and then proved her definitely without a shadow of a doubt wrong. And now they're drilling Comey, who was paid off by Bill Clinton to get her off the email scandal. And Comey did just that. Now he's paying for it. I hope he got paid off good. I hope Comey got paid off good. The head of FBI, or the speaker for the FBI, Comey. What happened is they flew over to the FBI, and Bill Clinton happened to be on the plane and happened to want to talk to Comey before he talked to Hillary, and it took 45 minutes or so, and he was paid off, or Comey paid, or Bill Clinton paid Comey off so that he would get Hillary Clinton off the hook. And still, everything's, like Comey even said, everything that was charged to Hillary was almost without a shadow of a doubt right. Everything that was charged to Hillary Clinton was right. And then he says, "Oh, but she's not competent to stand trial, so they're not gonna pursue any charges." That's just ridiculous. If I was Trump, once Trump becomes president, says, I'm president of the United States, yeah, he'll accept it. I'd say, Comey, you're fired. And I'd laugh about it because he's a wiener. And that Gowdy, G-O-W-E-Y, Gowie, he's a head senator that was drilling or trying Hillary and proving her wrong on everything she said. And then when the debate comes, all Hillary Clinton was doing was lying about Donald Trump. She was lying, and I hope you check out what she said because she's wrong. I know Donald Trump very well through his YouTube videos that he makes every day. Sometimes he makes 2 or 3 a day, and sometimes he skips a few days, but they're pretty constant. I probably saw a couple hundred of Donald Trump's rally videos, and each rally he has over 10,000 people inside, and 5 to 10,000 outside, and I guess Hillary has from 300 to maybe 5,000 if she's lucky, I guess. Looks like the people are starting to realize that she's nothing but a liar, and Hillary Clinton is a liar, and she lies constantly on any situation. It doesn't matter if she's under oath. She's been proven under oath to lie, as Bill Clinton has. That was one of the impeachments for Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is our second president to be impeached. And he was impeached on 2 counts, lying under oath and the Lewinsky case, or sexual misconduct in the White House. But he was impeached on 2 counts, and he was the second president. Bill Clinton was the second president to be impeached in the United States White House. He's the second president to be impeached. Andrew Johnson was the first, and he was impeached. Andrew Johnson was impeached for violating the Tenure Act. The Tenure Act is a guarantee that you cannot fire or get rid of any government employee without paperwork, without the time required. And Andrew Johnson, he had a top official government person that he didn't like, so he just put another government personnel in his office before he got there one day, and then when he came and saw that someone was sitting at his desk, he's going, "What's going on?" And the president, Andrew Johnson, is saying, "You're fired." That's violent. That's a clear violation of the Tenure Act. You have to have paperwork, certain paperwork, and you have to have time involved. You can't just fire someone like that. That's goofy. He was our first impeached president. Bill Clinton is our second impeached president. And Hillary Clinton, she is the worst Secretary of State ever, and she got nothing done. And when she did try to do stuff, she could never get it done. And kind of like Obama, in that Obama can't get anybody to agree with him, so therefore Obama has to run the country by himself by executive orders. So Obama is going to be known as the president that had the most executive orders of any president, and the person who put the United States in our deficit. He increased it. He got a $10 trillion deficit from Bush, and made it $20 trillion. And so he added $10 trillion to our deficit. And the Bush that Bush before him, he added $4.5 trillion. So when Bush handed a $10 trillion deficit to Obama made our deficit $20 trillion. So he added $10 trillion to our deficit. Okay, so he's going to be known as the worst president as far as our deficit goes. And as far as all presidents before him, he combined, all presidents before him combined, President Obama spent more than all presidents before him combined. All presidents. Because it was only in the billions of dollars until Ronald Reagan. It's Ronald Reagan when we first became $1 trillion in debt, and Ronald Reagan made it $2.7 trillion, almost $3 trillion. And from then on, even before the 1930s, our deficit always been more and more and more. It's never went down, even before the 1930s, FDR. And FDR was known as our worst president ever because of the war, I guess. Because he made our $1 billion, like, I don't know how many billion it was, but he made it like a lot more. He 10 times the deficit. So he's known as our worst president ever, but that was only in $1 billion. Now, Obama made it 10 trillion more in debt. So even with the FDR in there, it doesn't matter. 10 trillion is like a lot. Way more than that. Way more than even 10 times our deficit. It's way more back then when FDR was in charge. And so Obama's going to be known as a couple things here. The president who's running the country by himself with executive orders, the most executive orders ever of any president, and the most debt ever of any president by far. And in matter of fact, combined, all other presidents' deficits combined, Obama beat the record on that, and the worst deficit ever of all presidents combined. And Bush was the worst up until Obama, because Bush did put us in 4.5 trillion more in debt, but Obama doubled that, more than doubled it, to $10 trillion. And Secretary Clinton is the worst by far. She's the biggest liar by far. I would say her husband is probably the second biggest liar that ever held office. And of course, Hillary Clinton held Secretary of State and really made it a disaster. There's no way that woman can run this country. There's no way. And I don't think it's even going to be a close race. Here's what I think. Today's October 1st, 2016. I think Donald Trump is going to win this by the biggest landslide in U.S. history because of the way our government is today. And guess who helped make our government is today? Hillary Clinton, of course. She was First Lady, and she was Secretary of State, plus other offices in the government. And she's part of the problem. We got to get her out of there. We can't have her in the government. That's just stupid. And Donald Trump has proven himself that he can take a shambles like let's say high rise, and take it where bums don't even want to stay there because the animals stay there, and make it golden where movie stars and sports heroes want to stay there. He's done it. The one in Grand Central Station, that was a disaster area, and he made it golden where movie stars and sports, well-known sports people want to stay there. Even Bill Clinton's got a locker in one of Trump's high rises. Yep, Bill Clinton's even got a locker there. The Clintons and Trump have been friends for the last 30 years. Clintons and Trump know each other very well. They've been friends for the last 30 years. So, but one thing we cannot do is allow another Clinton to get in the office, because when they did leave, they stole all the furniture and were fined where they find, now I forget that figure, something like $58,000, and had to bring all the furniture back. Or it was I think it was $80,000, and had to bring all the furniture back when they left the last time they were in. They're thieves, they're liars, even under oath, they're liars. It does not matter. The Bible does not matter to A. Clinton. What matters is your vote. That's what matters. And she's going to flip-flop, tell you what you want to hear, and you're going to get nothing. She's like a Hitler. A Hitler promised everything and gave nothing. Check it for yourself. You can check this on the internet. Everything I've said, you can check on the internet. And do like Clinton said when she was bashing Trump about, about going to Iraq, and how he said, oh, it was good to go in Iraq. That's wrong. Check it. You can check it for yourself. It's on the internet. It's on YouTube. You can check it. She's a liar. She's lying. And everything she states is a lie. Just to get your vote. That's what she's going to do. Trump ain't going to do that. Even when she questioned Trump's record about the taxes he owed. Trump did not give an inch. Trump said exactly how it is. In the Obama administration, if you're able to avoid paying taxes, and it's still legal, the loopholes, it's in the Obama administration, that's how he did it. Because he's been audited almost every year. So, and he isn't in jail, so he's been audited, so it's on record. It's on record. And the only reason why he doesn't disclose some parts of his income is because when he's in an audit, he can't. He can't do that. He's got to wait until the audit is over. And you ain't going to jeopardize that for something stupid. And that's kind of what I got to say. I'm just going to say vote for Trump. Vote for Donald J. Trump. He's the best person to ever run as far as I'm concerned because of his business background and his background of dealing outside the United States, abroad, with all these countries, and he knows most of the head people. He does. He knows most of the head people, and he's been the backbone to everybody who's ever ran for president. He's sponsored them. He donated to them. He donated to Clinton before. He's donated to almost everybody who ever ran for president and other government offices. Everyone loves the Donald. I mean, that's just a saying that's been around for 30 to 40 years. Everyone loves the Donald. And now they want to bash him. And that's wrong. If everyone loves the Donald, then guess what? And the primaries prove this, that what I'm saying. The primaries proved it because he ran against 17 people, actually 16 other people, very credible people, senators and governors, very credible people, and he took them all out, with Ted Cruz being the best. And now Ted Cruz, I guess, is endorsing, but who cares? Like Donald says, he don't care if Ted Cruz endorses it, even though he signed a contract saying he would endorse whoever the nominee was. Along with Bush, they're liars. Bush is a liar, and so is Ted Cruz, and whoever else didn't back Trump when he got the nominee. Because they all signed agreements saying they would. Even Trump signed it. And Trump knew he was going to be the nominee. I knew he was going to be the nominee even before he ran. I said, if Trump runs, you can check my videos back before Trump started running, and I said that if Trump runs, he's going to become president. It's as simple as that. Because Trump is a very smart man. He's a genius. He's Ivy League, and he's a genius. And that's who I want running my country. And he's saying everything that needs to be done. He's saying how he's going to do it. Clinton, if you listen to Hillary Clinton, she's very vague, and she goes off on tangents that mean nothing, like the tax thing in the debate. That was just that's only like a few $1,000s anyway. That's nothing compared to what she's done. Get people killed, and what she was planning to do. Don't let her in. will be. I'll guarantee you'll be sorry she got in, and you'll be very happy if Trump gets in to vote for Donald J. Trump. He's the only person even qualified to be running. You know, today's October the 1st, 2016, and I'm definitely going to publish this video because I want to be on record saying what I'm saying. See ya.